Hello flight simmers, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are all doing fantastic, and yeah, welcome back to the next full flight video. Today we are back in the Aerosoft A330 and we are flying a rather new airline, which is Eurowings Discover. Now currently it's a bit blocked by the jetway unfortunately, but yeah, we finally have a nice livery of Eurowings Discover for the A330, so I thought why not give it a try and yeah, fly this new airline. And we are doing so on a rather short flight. We are flying from Barcelona back to Frankfurt, and the story of this flight is that at the beginning, when Eurowings Discover kicked off in sort of summer 2021, they were doing some flights within Europe to sort of get things started, and yeah, also they had some A330s operated on those routes, and so this aircraft has been flying to here to Barcelona, I think also over to Rome and Gran Canaria and these kind of destinations. And so I thought, why not give it a try flying an A330 on a short route. And yeah, usually I do very realistic and up-to-date routes, so this route has in the very recent days not been operated by the A330 anymore. So this flight was done on the 5th of September 2021, and to keep things as realistic as possible, we're also flying offline today, so we have like still nice and warm September weather. You can see a bit of traffic taxiing out to the runway there. We will also go out to this runway, but this will take a few more seconds to do so. And yeah, so I think we are good to kick things off. Right, so here we are on the flight deck, and as you can see, it's looking a bit different from other flights because I thought, why not give it a try, also flying from the first officer side today, which I barely ever do in the sim. So I think it's gonna be a bit of a challenge today, and it's gonna feel very, very weird, especially during landing, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it should basically be the same, so I hope everything works out fine. Let's give it a try. The only downside is here on the A330 we only have the EFB over at the captain side, but I made yeah, like a quick view over there so we can get there rather fast. And yeah, maybe since we are here already, we're gonna start by saying a bit about the departure. So today's weather is 80 knots of wind from 220. Meaning this runway down here is very good for the departure. I think it's a 25. Yeah, 25 left. Sorry, this is really hard to read everything here. And we are currently parked here, so that's not even too far to go. And then in this case, we will fly the, what is it called? The Jena for Quebec departure, and that's a very cool departure. So we climb out runway heading, and then just to 500 feet get into this left-hand turn heading 163. Parallel where we want to be above 3000, and then NITBA below 6000, so we need to make sure to stick to that or look out for other traffic, and then we probably can go direct Jena if that works maybe. And yeah, initial climb, let's see, I think it's 5000 tops. Yeah, it doesn't say here. Maybe we can tune in 6000 and then we are on safe side for the first constraint, which is also transition altitude. Yeah, 6000, here it is. Okay, yeah, so this is a very cool departure, quick turn coming up after liftoff, so I'm looking forward to that. Right, and then let's get started down here. I'm just remembering I haven't changed my FMC preset, but I think we can also use this one. So we are flying from Barcelona to Frankfurt. And also the flight number is quite interesting. So back when they kicked off the airline, they still didn't use the new Eurowings Discover airline code, so to say. Not the Ocean, I think it's called Ocean, the new one. But this flight was still operated as an Air Dolomiti flight, which is super interesting. It's not a famous airline, but it also belongs to the Lufthansa Group. It's doing some regional flights, mainly down to Italy. So this was Delta Lima Alpha 25 uniform, and that's for Air Dolomiti, and alternate is Düsseldorf. And cost index and SimBrief it's saying 120, but that's a bit high. Maybe let's go with 80 or something like that. And flight level 400, which makes sense for a short A330 flight. We're also not too heavy today. We can load in the winds. This work? I think I skipped one. Ah, that's looking better. Okay, 07 left. No, that's not correct. We are doing 25 left on the agent for Quebec departure. Like that, 3000, 6000 or below. That's looking right. And then RADNAV, progress, performance. We will do in a second. Fuel, yeah, second in it, of course. Let's see, 21.9 should be according to plan. Let's go load sheet 21.9. Yeah, that's looking good. And then 154.7 is also correct. Yeah, you can see takeoff weight 176 out of max 233. Quite a bit of headroom there. Cool. And then secondary, copy active, and then only the performance. So trims up 2.2. I think, if I'm not mistaken, SOPs for Lufthansa A330 is flap 2. So we are going with this one, which means we have very low speeds, but also the runway is not too long after all, so it sort of does make sense. And then the takeoff data for Barcelona is 1020 for both, and 1600 for engine out acceleration. Righty, I think fuel is looking good, 4.4 extra, which is almost an hour, quite a lot. So I think this is all fine for now. 6000 is coming in here. We have constraints, we have VORs. This is still super weird being on this side here. But yeah. Okay, so we just need to wait for baggage loading to complete, and then we're good to go. Right, boarding is completed and APU is running, so external power is coming off, and then we can first close the doors. Now it's closing, okay. And then ground services, parking brake is set, so we can get rid of everything like that. Okay, all doors are closed. Let's ask for pushback, and then fuel pumps are coming on, and beacons are coming on. Signs are on in auto. That's looking okay. Right, and yeah, before start checklist, below the line, windows and doors are closed, beacons are on, mobile phones are off, thrust levers are idle, and parking brake is set. Before start checklist, below the line completed. Okay, off we go, starting the block time as well, and we're good to fire up the engines. So starter, and starting number 2. Right, I'm thinking about turning down this integrated lighting a bit. That's sort of more annoying than helpful. Yeah, maybe like that. That's okay. Okay, I think engine number 2 is running, so let's start number 1. And not quite sure what's going on here on the navigation display. I think it's a bit confused about a few things. It's a bit weird. But I think after 500 we just go to the first waypoint on heading 163. Yeah, okay. And taxi will be simple, just a left-hand turn and then parallel to the runway all the way down. Okay, looks like we have 2 good engine starts. So starter back to normal. And we have APU coming off. And then we do the trim setting of up 2.2 which is right there. Then we have weather predictive wind shear. This is coming to arm. Flaps 2 for the departure. Come on, there we are. Max and flight controls. Full left, full right, neutral, full up,
unlocking gear,
full down, neutral, and the rudder full left and full right. Checked. And yeah, I think GSX is leaving. We are a bit early now with the taxi lights, but never mind. They are on, so we are good to go. After start checklist, anti-ice is not required. ECAM status is checked. Pitch trim is set up 2.2. Yeah, up 2.2 like that. And rudder trim is 0. After start check complete. Right, GSX is leaving the scene, so we are good to go. I guess we are picking up speed just on idle power. Yes, we do. Oh wow, the taxiing already feels super weird from the first officer's seat. Yeah, but it could be worse. That was not too bad. Okay, slowly coming up to the runway. So let's go TARA. Now it looks free on our runway. Some arrivals going on the parallel one, but that's fine. And yeah, before takeoff checklist, flight controls are checked, flight instrument checked, briefing is confirmed, flaps are position 2. And FMA takeoff data, so we have 122, 136, climbed nav 1, flight directed 2, and flex 54, and 6000 of course. So that's all looking good. Transponder is set, ECAM memo is takeoff, no blue. And then cabin is secured, engine mode selector is as required, it's normal. TCAS is TRA and PECs are on, of course, on engines as required. Right, so now, oops, a bit hard to taxi. I think we take the left one and then just all the way to the end. It's always a weird system coming onto the runway here at Barcelona. I'm not aware that we have this on any other airport. I think this is really for the purpose of stacking the aircrafts up if there are quite a lot of them waiting to line up. Right, and let's assume we are cleared, so landing lights are coming on, takeoff and strobes like that. Yeah, seat adjustment, very important. And then we are ready to rock and roll. Runway identified, 25 left. So let's hope for a good one. I'm very excited now to see how this is working out on the first officer side. I mean, technically it's of course no difference, but just from the changed perspective, it is somewhat weird, I have to say. Okay, timer's coming on. And let's do a rolling start then. So, power is coming up. Power established. Man, flex, SRS, and runway. Yeah, I can feel the wind pushing a little bit from the left side. 80 knots. V1. Rotate. V2. And come on. Yeah, we are airborne. Positive rate, gears coming up. Very cool. Now very quick look outside. Just climbing to 500, which is now, and going heading, I think it was 168. Cool. That wasn't too bad. Climb power.
Traffic.
Okay, no, that's departing the other way, that's okay. Okay, we are on the intercept. It's right towards the first waypoint. And I should speed up now, right? So flaps 1. And yeah, we are very light. So flaps up at speed 180. That's quite early. Somehow it's not working. Let's do it here. Come on, what's happening? There we are, flap 1. Autopilot. Awesome stuff. Honestly, I have no idea why this is white. I have no idea what the aircraft is trying to tell me here. But I think we can really disregard the 6000, since there's no traffic around here. So just let's go direct. Gina. Yeah, now it's also green, which is better. Okay, flight level is 400. And after takeoff checklist, landing gear is up, flaps are retracted, packs are on, and bell ref is... no, not set yet. Transition is 6000. Right, so that was not too bad. That was quite fun actually, flying from the first officer seat. So, enjoy the cruise, ladies and gentlemen, and we will meet back over at Frankfurt. Hello folks, welcome back. So yeah, you could just see it on the wing view. We are just parallel to the airport now, so quite far into the approach already. Just had a very nice view on the airport and also the city of Frankfurt. And yeah, maybe let's quickly discuss what we are going to do here. So yeah, cruise has been fairly simple and smooth, and just now we are flying the MPAX 3 Charlie arrival. You can see it was a huge arrival route starting all the way down in the south, and then we came in over Charlie we are, and now it's just parallel of the airport, maybe a little bit behind that already. And yeah, what we are going to do, we just continue on this heading for now. I've dialed in 6000 for now, so we can descend as low as that, and then eventually when the approach is clear, we can do a 180-degree right turn, and then we will be doing an ILS landing runway 07 right. And you can see at Ropsa we want to be 4000 feet, so maybe when we are just a little bit past that, we can descend and go direct Ropsa, also depending on the traffic of course, but it seems like currently the traffic coming in is rather on 07 left, which is good for us. Then our runway is free. Right, and that's what we are aiming to do here. And altimeters are set 10. one-liner already. Weather currently at Frankfurt is 5 knots of wind from 050, so that's very good conditions for our landing. Barely any clouds or no clouds at all, like that. Maybe very few down there, but beautiful weather, and also 27 degrees Celsius. So back in September it was still nice and warm here at Frankfurt. So yeah, conditions are good, meaning no excuse for a bad landing, of course. And this is ROPSA already here, so I think now is a good time to go there, right? So there's no traffic to the right of us. Let's quickly see. It looks free to me. So let's do it. Let's go 4000 open descent and then direct ROPSA. And there it is, right hand turn. Very nice. Okay, nicely coming in. The navigation display is still a little bit messed up, so let's just go ROPSA again and that should sort it out. Yeah, there it is. Also earlier, maybe you remember back on the departure when we had this white line instead of the green one, it was actually the secondary flight plan overwriting the actual one, which I think is not supposed to be like this on the A330. Oops, I'm just seeing. There's some other traffic pretty close to us. He might be on the same runway, I hope not. But anyway, we are in front, so we should be good. Okay, turn completed. Yeah, it's a little bit laggy, I'm not quite sure why, but hope performance is okay for the landing. Also, we are on autobrake low, that should be plenty. Okay, localizer is not captured. Why is it a little bit off? That's weird. It should be pretty much spot on right now. We're 12 miles out. That's already the glide slope coming in. It's not capturing, is it? Okay, let's do something else then. Descend 3 feet per minute. Let's go flap 1. A little bit steeper now since we need to get back on the glide. And now let's drop the gear early since we're speeding up and we don't want that to happen. It's weird that we didn't get the localizer and it's still offset, which is super weird. It seems like we're having a parallel approach there somewhere. Can't see it right now. Okay, so arming the speed brake. And now this should be glide slope any second. There's glide, perfect.
2,500.
Go around, I think it's 5,000 here in Frankfurt. Now I would really like to lose some more speed. Disregard. 6 miles out. Yeah, we're coming in a bit hot, but I think it's gonna be okay. I'm just disregarding the traffic. Ah, there he is. I don't think parallel approaches are allowed at Frankfurt. Okay, flaps 2. Speed check, flaps 2. Let's also go turn off the taxi lights. Oops, sorry, that was early, my bad. I accidentally hit the flap button again. Okay, that's weird. Why can we not slow down?
Climb now. Climb
Flap
now.
3. And flap 4.
1,000. Clear of traffic.
Auto throttle off. It's super hard to slow down this aircraft today. Not sure what's going on, but now it's looking good. So landing all green. Cabin is secured, auto throttle is off. Go around out to the set 5000 and decision high has also been set before. So, or maybe I forgot it even. Never mind, we're visual. So my aircraft, yeah, now we have 400 and now we are sort of stable. So not the very best approach. Now it's even getting bumpy a little bit.
300.
Ooh, but look at this over there, 747 lining up on 07 center. That's pretty cool.
200.
Okay, let's try to bring it down now.
100.
Ooh, I hope that's gonna be okay.
50. 40. 30.
Retard.
20. Retard. 10. 5.
Ooh, smooth. Reverse. Nice, and decel. Yeah, so sometimes it really feels like the A330 is overpowered, since now I was basically on idle power already down on the approach. Idle forward manual braking. So yeah, feels like this aircraft has a lot of power. But I'm super happy with the landing, considering it was basically the first time flying from the first officer seat. That was not too bad. That was an absolute greaser, I think. Cool. So let's do a quick cleanup. Disarm, TA, landing lights, and strobes. Right. And now we will get to some of the Bravo gates. I will set it up in a second. And weather and predictive wind shear 2 off. Cool. So let's see. Sim Toolkit Pro is giving 236 feet per minute. No, it didn't feel like that. It felt much smoother, but I think we're gonna get the print out from the aircraft when we shut down. There should be a more accurate figure on there. Okay, and now let's see. I want to have something over there, which would be Bravo 44, Bravo 43. Oh, beautiful. Nice 747. So Bravo 44. Cool. So quickly checking out the taxi. Coming in now, November 3 Lima 5 would be quite perfect, and that's Mike 8. Should be, I think, one more further down. Yeah, Mike 14, so a little bit further, and then left-hand turn crossing the runway. Alrighty. Okay, quickly holding short of the runway, and let's see, there's probably some action going on down there. Ah no, it's just free for the moment, perfect. Very good timing then, let's continue. And I think now also we can pop on the APU. That's 45. Taxi lights coming off and turn off lights coming off. And let's see, not sure if we have a docking system here. So let's take it nice and slow. Oops, I think I overshot it a bit. Now this aircraft is getting crazy. Okay. Oh, there's the docking system. And the turn actually wasn't too bad, could be worse. god, are we so far off? No, I don't think so. Can that be right? Feels wrong. Yeah, no. Let's stay on the line. Oops, too far already. Sorry. Park and brake. AP bleed and then killing engines. 2 and 1 like that. Block time 210. Flight time I forgot to stop as always. And then beacons, fuel pumps, seat belts. And now let's see if we have a touchdown rate here. 264. No, that's even a bit more. Wow, I really have to say it didn't feel that way at all, but yeah, maybe it was just my wrong perception of that, so maybe that was actually a little bit harder than I thought. But in itself, okay. I am still fairly happy with that, so deboarding with 2 jetways please, and then the parking checklist. AP bleed is on, engines are off, seatbelts are off, external lights as required, fuel pumps are off, parking brakes and chocks, chocks I will do in a second, parking brake is on, mobile phone on, transponder standby 2000, like that, and radar predictive wind shear is off. Right, so here we are everyone, first flight in the Eurowings Discover A330, and yeah, I have to say, flying it from the first officer perspective was really fun. I think I might do this more often in the future. It was, yeah, something different, a little bit thrilling as well, but I think we managed to do quite well. Just seeing, I think I should have gone a little bit further, yeah. Tail is above the red line, so that was not too good, but never mind. Just a sim world after all. So yeah guys, thank you very much for tuning in as always, and see you next time. Bye bye.